Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Railgrade. It is a trains automation game. It's resource allocation, automation, and look, it's just trains. It's made by Minikata Dynamics, not design. Minikata Dynamics, and published by Epic Games, who are kind enough to actually reach out and sponsor this video. So, continue story. Huh. What if it actually detects that I'd played the demo? Sure. I'm gonna restart. I started playing the demo a while back. I don't think I ever put up the video because I just had too much to do. Nakatani Chemicals.
Congratulations on a safe trip. On behalf of all of us at Nakatani Chemicals, I'd like to bid you welcome to our colony. We have recently identified a significant opportunity to improve the current infrastructure of the planet, which is why you're here, Administrator. To help us implement a new mode of transportation, one that once conquered Earth's old frontiers. The railway. It's now your responsibility to grow our network of railways and oversee the management of our most important industries. By developing a transport network for our powerful train engines, we'll be able to easily deliver resources and fuel growth across the planet. Succeed, and our colony will be the envy of the entire galaxy. Fail, and, well, you don't need to worry about the consequences right now.
I love this.
I know you might miss Earth, but don't worry. When you've seen what's possible here, you'll never want to leave.
I love trailers like this. Especially that broken down train.
Administrator, everyone is counting on you.
Oh, we're all doomed. Okay, so let's see, a couple of talking points before we go too far. So this is now available on the Epic Games Store and Nintendo Switch, and is going to release, I believe, I think it's coming out exactly today. Yeah, upload date is September 29th. I don't actually have the release date, so it could get pushed back, but at least as far as I know, the video is coming out the same day the game is coming out, and if it's not, it shouldn't be too long of a wait. So, anything else to say? Not really, not at the moment. So, welcome to our division, Yoshida. There we go. I've been reading too many words today. Thanks for taking over the colony. I know you had no choice, but all the same, I'm thankful. Remote administration confused me to no end. Back here on Earth, the sun is bright and the birds are singing. I'd send you a recording, but interstellar bandwidth is expensive. Please think of Earth anytime the colony era gives you the coughs. Keep your mind focused and make things right. I'm sure they'll bring you back home. Your top priority should be at least to restart the control terminal. I commissioned the process for you prior to your landing. You just need to you just need to complete the 3 test scenarios, and then you'll be able to build anything you have a license for, and to salvage anything you've built. You'll be the sole authority on the colony planet. Don't let the power go to your head. Saito, Department Head of Off-World Colonies. Nakatani Chemicals. I am weirdly out of breath today. It must be because trains. Okay, so this is going to be tutorial bits. I'm not going to show this. I should be fine. Tutorials make me itchy. Okay, so tutorial was nice and snappy and very basic. Ishida, good job building that track. The terminal's reporting the trains and track system passed all self-checks. Next, I'll unlock the branch control test, following the flashing dots on your office's world diorama to the next region. Saito. Alright. Oh. So it's got a campaign map. There's also vouchers, which I don't know what those are yet. Alright, so I think we have one more tutorial before I can actually, start playing properly. Hey, Yoshida, please don't laugh. Truth be told, I tried the self-checks before you were assigned to our division. Thought I could master the control terminal, then I could start fixing the colony's economy myself. So I got the self-check region's train stuck. It just goes around and around, never arriving at the station. Sounds like this guy is, maybe not the most competent boyo. Oh, yeah, that'd do it. Okay. Deliver water to the city at the bottom of the hill, and let me guess, we gotta figure out how to use signals. I love signals. Boy, he made a roller coaster. Why would he ever do this? Before we try to get the train down here, let's take a moment to handle the camera controls. Okay, y'all don't need to see any of this. This is really silly. I'm just gonna cut in for a part of this tutorial. So I'm supplying iron and coal to the steel mill to make some steel. Pretty basic, right? Because of the way the rails work, you don't have to have the stations be particularly close to get them to hook up, and since they're so close here, like, I could straight up just have this. Just make... Oh, 1 second. I have to put the stations down. There we go. Let me just... finalize train. And it's a totally functional train. I think it's only going to be viable with the actual tutorial, but it's so funny to see those go by. Hey Yoshida, yet again you passed that test with flying colors. You're good at this. You must have studied during your trip to the colony. Either that or you're hacking the terminal to report false completion times. Please do not hack the company computers. It's against departmental policy. I'm not hacking it. It's just so silly. Alright, am I out of the tutorial yet? Yeah, Region 1, first job, enter region. Please let me figure things out past this point. Hey Yoshida, enough learning. Time to put your skills to work. Remember how I failed to pass the validation self-checks? Did you know the validation logic has a remote sensor or remote override feature? Use that manual override to start fixing this region's water export. Considering this situation, I'm sure you agree it was a noble action. The results speak for themselves. Sadly, the results speak of disastrous inefficiency. Please fix those results. Hi. Welcome, Administrator. First job. Place is a mess. We need to get things back up and running optimally. Does, however, give us a good chance to learn some more advanced skills. Alright, I'm gonna ignore a lot of this tutorial stuff, I think. It's... okay. Oh. So we can control height with F and V. I thought I'd be done with the tutorial, but I guess we're still kind of going with this one. It's fine. I think at this point I can start commentating a little bit. So we can do this. You know what? Whatever. They've already made it for me. Okay. Can also remove track, but I know how to salvage. These trains are on a collision course. Trains will never collide head-on. They will pass through the other. This is called ghosting. Ghosting can prevent collisions. It slows down traffic. Okay, and then this track. Let's see. Select one of the short trains. Yeah, you. Okay, Q to configure. There we go. Give it a couple more. This is silly. You. There we go. Wow, this is... oh, add 3 more water freight. Must have added just 2. Add an additional engine as well. Interesting. Did we actually? Oh yeah, it's on the end. Yeah, sure, why not? Deliver water to the Zeppelin dock. Okay. Few one-off deliveries won't work. We need to reach a certain export rate of water from the region. Use everything you've learned to reach your export goal. Cool. Alright, gloves are off. Let's do this. Question mark. I love putting the engines at the end. That makes me happy. Now we've got a stupid amount of money. And we also have this issue. Okay, nope, that's the wrong one. What's the other button? F? No, H is height. Ah, V. There we go. Okay, link this up. Can I... okay, I can tell this train to turn around. Tell it to reverse. And then hopefully these two will never ghost each other. They'll just go in a nice, swanky loop. I'm gonna get rid of that anyway, just in case. Alright, so... average water rate. Oh, right, that's the other thing. Oops. Wrong train. There we go. My trains are gonna look really Frankenstein-y in the best and worst possible way. There you go. Alright. And all things considered, I can probably slam a couple more stations onto at least a handful of these. And maybe not that one. Make so they level up a little faster. Or level up? They process a little faster. Other thing is, we do actually have a steam vent, which I'm not sure what that does. But then we also have this. Hold up. What is the closest I can have this? Because one of the beauty parts is, to some degree, I really don't have to care at all about proximity. I can just kind of throw everything in like a madman. And it is okay. I'm not actually sure if all of these count in retrospect. I think the stations have to be connected. So, okay, me being a total weirdo doesn't work. What was that? Oh, those are birds. I panicked on the birds. I was like, did I explode something? It wouldn't be the first time it's ever happened. I have some interesting stories about playing OpenTTD, or as we called it, trains, when I was a kid. Okay, only a little bit more. There we go. Let me tell you, when playing OpenTTD, road reconstruction is a beautiful thing. Oh, 10 minutes. We were fine. Thanks, Administrator. We needed you, and you delivered. You saved our bacon. The chat around here is you arrived on an economy-class rocket. Those same rockets our grandparents traveled here on. I've never heard of a corporate employee from Earth traveling to colony planets by work rocket. It must either be incredibly poor or incredibly humble. Nameless, null of null. Location unknown. Huh. I believe this has a very strong, like, pro-unionization, anti-corporate slant to it. But I could be wrong. I'm very glad I started over. Wherever the demo would have dropped me, I don't think it would have been the right spot. Hey, Yoshida. Good job on the water delivery. Learn the basics of track construction and train configuration. Your colony needs energy and lots of it. Nearby is an idled oil power plant. Connect to the surrounding oil wells and spin up those turbines. Export the resulting energy at the Zeppelin docks and make sure you assign workers at the oil power plant. Industry does not work itself. Once those turbines are spinning, you'll need to maximize production. Do this by building new railways to all oil wells. Afterwards, consider investing into upgrades for those oil wells. Oh. Okay. Oil overflow. Look, as long as I don't have to do, like, Factorio-style trains and oil lines, I think I'm fine. Cracking would drive me mad. Alright, let's do this. Let's see. Well, all things considered, these guys can probably just link up. Let's see, hold up. I might want to actually have this. Let's see. No. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to have a total madman approach. Or maybe this is going to be very efficient. We'll figure it out. Or not. Okay, let's get rid of that one. Okay, so I can hook up quite a number of these. I wonder if we can actually... have two lines here. Like I said, we're going to try and just madman approach this. Let's see. As long as it doesn't bonk. That might actually be too short. Oh well. How much money do I have? Oh, I'm fine. Okay. Let's start with one. Oops. Finalize train. What's your path? That should be good. Figure the rest of that out later. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of these. I want to do is bring this up I see. I guess let's just get rid of all of these for a second. I'm going to have a line that at least travels past. We might have to... Gosh, I love this verticality. Hi. Oh. Can I level anything? The answer is a big hard maybe. I think I'm out of luck there. I don't think I can get rid of much of that hillside. Which doesn't actually present too much of a problem beyond just the raw efficiency of where and what I'm doing and going. Yeah, what we want to do is more or less just bring this back down here. And bring it in. Connect it. Alright, cool. And considering this is going to be one hell of a drive, probably the usual. I'll have to figure out if that's efficient or not. But I'm a big fan of one singular line with a hell of a lot of loops. It also looks like we have water springs. Whatever the heck this is. A bank. Deposit money... Ooh. Banks are region specific when borrowing. Pay attention to interest payments. Banks will determine interesting. So I could take loans if I wanted to. I got 12k. What else do we have? Let's see. Accountancy. Accountants crunch numbers to provide you live financial reports. Oh. So train upkeep and some other things. So we have the Zeppelin dock. Okay. Oh, no workers assigned. Well, that's a bit of a problem. Let's see. Kind of need this to go here. There we go. I can do more to this, but I think this is fine. Finalize train. I don't know how many of these actually hold, but it seems like a good idea to just set that up for now. Okay. Next problem is... I'm just gonna destroy this for a hot second. What is the highest I can get this to be immediately? Perfect. Reason for that is mostly that. We want... Okay. So we can talk catalysts. Select an oil well, oil power plant. Oh, I was going to do other things, but sure, why not? No catalysts. Catalysts increase production speed for 100% for 90 seconds. Costs water, though. Okay, so we need to build some industry stuff when we get there. I'll get to that in a hot second. Here's the thing. We can improve production, yes, but we can also maximize what we have access to. Let's see. It'd be kind of foolish not to make use of every single oil well that I have in my setup at the moment. Oops. I might even be able to get a couple more of these. We'll have to figure it out. Okay. So if I hold right click, we can actually see... So we could clone a second one of these trains. Because this guy is not using nearly enough. There's also potentially more oil patches, so I could scale that up. Okay. Is that enough? That should be enough. Okay, so how are these oil wells doing? This one just left, so we could potentially clone another one of these, but maybe make it shorter. For now, though, water pump, oil well. And let's get the water pump. Okay, right. Tutorial is locking my cursor. Find yourself a nice spot atop the water resource site. Pump, confirm the location with the water pump. When it comes to industry placement, it's if it's green, you're good to go. Gotcha. Though, more or less, put it here. I wonder if we actually even need... Like, if I could have multiple of those, or if it's actually better to just only have one. Nicely done. Now let's get that blue gold bottled and loaded up as freight. Provide an oil well. Oil power plant with water as a catalyst. Okay, need to build new stations, make adjustments, water pump, cool. Okay, first and foremost, we have a bit of a bottleneck issue. It's not a huge problem, but it's there. Let's see. Maybe not that far. There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna take at least 2 of these boys and swap them. Let's see. Do we only have 4 trains rolling? I don't know, but these 2 seem to be kind of on opposite tracks for the time being. Yeah, we could probably scale up a little harder, but it's fine for now. For now, I've got to figure out how to get this water. Because whatever this thing is, it's in my way, and I don't think there's much I can do about it. No. We're good. Yeah, it'll do. Okay, so can I do anything with this? Catalyst requires energy. Yeah, we'll figure it out. So the one thing is turning around also does cost me some time. Provide an oil well with water. Boy, that's not my favorite. Okay, what do we have? Salvage, station, train, track, the works. Okay. Here's the real question. Oh, we can have verticality. I mean, it's not really a real question here. Honestly, I don't think we actually need to have a turnaround. I think it's faster that we just set this up. Okay, put this here. Okay, 2 boiler engines, bunch of cars. Get it rolling. Go back over to this boyo and turn on the catalyst. Oh, you don't have to turn on the catalyst. You just let it roll. Okay, so using catalyst 18%, or no, that's its percentage. Then we could also potentially upgrade it at some point, but I need a license upgrade. And as soon as this is done, I think we just win this mission, yeah? Yep. Catalyst really boosted our production rates, but there's yet another way. It's upgrades. This is a voucher exchange. You can spend your vouchers that you earn by earning ranks in regions here to gain access to industries, upgrades, engines, and other extras. Ooh. Okay, cool. So there's kind of a meta progression between runs. So we can get extra engines, geothermal energy. Let's see. You can see what's offered at the voucher exchange. New licenses will become available as you for purchase as you complete missions. And once you've purchased it, it's yours for your entire career. Cool. We can also get music, but that'd be bad. Let's grab the oil power plant plus. I'm curious about these other ones. I don't have too much, so let's just grab everything. There was a custom engine. Climbing and speed. Excessive turning limits weight capacity. Oh, excessive turning weight limits weight capacity. I'm just gonna kind of grab whatever. Because I don't care too much about any of these for the moment. Okay, select the oil power plant and upgrade it. Boop. Purchase. Well, it looks like it can get another one. So every level we get just increases our overall speed, but no extra efficiency. Well, before I just blow all of my money on it, is this even a good idea? Okay, set to meet the region's energy export needs. Okay, total produced 61 out of 64. I think we're good. I think we just need to wait. Or is it just total produced? Oh, that's so much easier. There we go. I thought it wanted a rate. Okay, personal best, as usual. So far, so good. Thanks, Administrator. We used our portion of the emergency energy to re-establish our network connection. The other region told us you're actually not all that bad. Even said you're humble, which is pretty rare for an Earther. Nice to finally work for an administrator who's not an elitist. Yep. Okay. Ooh. So we also have the workhorse engine. Higher speeds at medium freight length. Never fastest, but a safe pick for busy administrators. Cool. We also have oil overflow omega, high volume oil. Sure, 25 minutes to get an S rank. Let's see how this goes. Hey Yoshida, there are a couple of extra regions I need your help with. No deadlines, just do them when practical, okay? And I think we can also take old, like new tech and bring it back. Oh boy. Okay. So, shore up the inner colony energy market by establishing the oil power plants in this region. Each level 0 power plant requires 4 level 0 wells for full oil supply. Oh. Upgrades or catalysts unlock vast improvements in supply and production, but require extra investment. Additional oil wells can be built atop any untapped oil spring. As you earn more cash, decide between investing into new railways, new wells, upgrades, or catalysts. Cool! We are now free. So we got a steam vent, a lot of steam vents, oil wells, oil patches, some other stuff. So for starters, here's the power plant, voucher exchange, a lot of patches. Let's not do anything terribly fancy for the time being, because we are unfortunately poor. Okay, so I think my best order of business is to effectively just establish the Hyperloop. Which I feel weird about saying nowadays because, you know, oops. Turns out the Hyperloop was just kind of a scam so that public transportation would not get invested in. Freaking Musk. Okay, so there was something about excessive turning. I can take a more direct route, but I think it's in my best interest that we kind of just build this. Okay, there we go. Whoops. I don't know what that was. Okay. If you are not familiar with my channel, I'm slightly anti-corporate at the best of times. Nothing too heinous, but it's just like, boy, some of these companies, man. Which I think very much echoes this game. I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, though, because that's a dark place. Let's see. Okay, so we got boiler engine. Custom engine's good for other stuff, but I think for now, we're just going to go with that. Kind of expensive, but we don't have a whole lot of hills. It's pretty basic. I might want to think about this one. Oh, no workers assigned. Yeah, it's a good thing I caught that before it, you know, went on too long. So let's take a look, see if we've got anything else. We might also want to get some quick exchanges. Because the last thing I want to do is for my trains to be stuck on this loop for dang forever. This one's a bit tough. Well, I don't know. I might be able to do something about it. I wonder if I could actually just have them cross. It'd certainly be interesting. Okay. Yeah, I just want to go up and over without going too far down. Okay, no, we want to go V. Kind of wasteful. Oh well, fine. Okay. Get a bunch of stations down. I like quick loading. Okay, so another workhorse. Another workhorse. A couple of these. I feel like 6 is just kind of my usual good one. Okay, right. And I gotta export energy. Otherwise, this is going to be a problem. Okay. So this is just going to be our bad boy little energy line. I might actually get, can I clone? Clone train. Perfect. We're just gonna do 2. I don't actually know if that's better. But we only have, well, oh, we do have 2 oil power plants. So I might actually have, well, no. Verticality. I can't discount that. Or forget about it. Okay, let's take a look. So what is the upper limit on one of these? Does it actually have? Storage goes up to 4. And 3 per minute. So in that case, we only want 4 cars. Just get another one. I don't know how long they're going to have to wait, but it turns out my whole 6-car setup is probably overkill. For like almost all of these. I guess it's good for long range, but it's almost better to just have a bunch of 4 cars with relatively short routes. Okay, do we have any other oil patches that are currently not being used? My income's not the dangest. So, let's see. It needs inputs. It needs more. Now here's the other thing. If I do industry, geothermal. Not enough space for placement. Oh, it's also too expensive. I don't think we have enough. I might be in trouble here. So here's the problem. Okay, no. We were making money, just not much. Actually, this is kind of solved. Is it? Well, this is scuffed in the best of days. Okay. Rip my money, but it's fine. Okay, so workhorse. So I don't think I'm going to be able to do more with this one just because of its location. Maybe if I went vertical and put it up higher, I could get another one. Oh, gosh. No. No. Huh. And these things also have kind of iffy cars. I'm gonna just tell him to reverse because he's just gonna wreck everything. Okay, so my revenue's looking a little bit better. It's still kind of spicy dicey in the worst possible way. Let's see. Do we have... Oh, good. Or rank S. 25 minutes, right. Okay. So I have to export 16 energy. That's gonna be tough. Because, yeah, my net income is not Not fun. I was really hoping I could actually get the geothermals down, and I almost... Yeah, it must be placed on a valid resource node. But terrain ain't flat. This is like the only one, but what is this stuff? I don't know, but I can't break it. I almost feel like this is put here as a tease, saying, well, there is geothermal, but we're not letting you touch it. I'ma bet that's exactly the case. Alright, so if I do industry oil well, pretty freaking pricey, man. And upkeep is kind of high. Probably want to put it here. Like, as close as I can possibly get it to this hill. Okay. I don't have much. Do I want to try a custom? Again, I have just enough money to make this boy. Perfect. Okay, so what's your path? Yeah, there might be a faster path. I'm actually almost wondering if the custom would be better. Because the custom specifically is good for hills. And a lot of these are getting kind of crushed on their hills. Okay. Let's see. So let's edit this boy. How do I... Oh, custom colored. Let's see. Custom engine. Finalize train. Hopefully it has the same general goal. Okay, so it's your job to go there. Your job to go there. Your job to go there. Oh. I think we've confused one of these boyos. It is his job to do that. Okay, so yeah. I thought for a second I'd, like, goofed this whole thing. Okay, so how are you looking? The main issue is, once again, our inputs are still bad. We just don't have enough oil flowing into this boy to make it work. So, for example, this one and this one could potentially use a second train. Do I have enough money to clone? Yes. Okay. Clone this train. And put it here. So one of the main issues that I'm looking at Oh, is there no way to... Oh, I can sell a train. Cool. Oh, do I only get... Oh, I only get a little bit back. That sucks. Okay. Oops. Nope. We don't need this to be doing any of the things that it is currently doing. We just need it... Oh. Ah. That's different. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of a bunch of this stuff. We might honestly not do too hot in the end. At least this guy's not riding too hard. Okay, cool. Because, yeah, we need a second station here. I think. And I could muck around with some other stuff, but I'm just going to do what I should have done to begin with. Which is just have a second station here. Now, one thing I might also want to consider is actually have the second loop kind of not go through this entire setup, but whatever. Okay, so some of you may have noticed that I didn't put any stations on that upper loop. I'm not actually sure if I end up adding any stations to it or not. Like, I'm so focused on this lower loop that I totally forgot to actually give that upper train something to do. Yep, there it goes. So yeah, I truly do not know if I end up adding any stations, because what ends up happening is because I can't deliver any energy, I'm not making any money, which means I quickly go into the negative. I'm bleeding money quick, and it's not going great. And so it was like a super fatal mistake. I should have reloaded, but I honestly thought it was a bug at first rather than user error. Oops. So I don't know. It's fine. We're just gonna roll back a bit and then make a better setup, because this one ain't making nearly enough for the energy quota. I'd almost say that this is kind of tapped out at this moment. Let's see. Yeah, do we actually... We just got 4 capacity. I could potentially get a second one of these. But I think I'm going to need more oil. We're at 6 out of 8. I think we save up and actually upgrade this sucker. But later, like, this current train lineup is pretty fine. But I could very clearly fit at least, like, I think 3 more trains. 1 for here, 1 for here, 1 for here. And then we stop, and I think we're good. So that means, with what money I've got, we should probably take a look at some of our other locations. Namely over here. The problem is money comes in very slowly. Now, there is the really dangerous option I have. Well, okay. I think we actually have a bunch of options. But I'm not sure. So I could also take out a loan. I could take a $5,000 loan. Problem is we'd have to pay some level of upkeep on it. I'm not sure how bad that would be. But it could at least let me get 2 oil patches and then hook up this oil power plant. It's not the worst idea. It's not the best. It's a little risky, and I think the big issue is, once again, we are running out of time. Time is our enemy. Okay, so we are now... Can I pause? I don't think there's a way for me to pause. Okay, that's fine. If I put this here... And then I'm gonna have to put this here. Okay, let's start with this one. This is slightly scuffed, as I pretty much have to wrap around the whole dang thing while going around these old pipes. Okay, put that there. Put these here. I don't know how much that matters. Okay, and this one's just flat to finalize. Okay, kind of same deal on this one, though not quite as flat. Okay, do that. I mean, I guess wild part is... Can I do that? Oh, I totally can. Yeah, it's a little weird. Okay, put it this way. Not a workhorse. Do a custom? Oh. Right, of course. Custom engine. Or, too many custom engines. Custom engine, 4 cars. Oh, I can actually take a look at this. Let's see. I'm just gonna put it here. So, custom engine has a top speed of 75, acceleration 4.7, climb rating 75%. Workhorse has much lower climb rating. Same weight. Seems like the custom is just better across the board. Yeah, I don't see any kind of difference on either of these. Rated weight. So the custom's a little heavier. That's the one thing. Oh, and no workers assigned. I should probably fix that. There we go. Okay, so interest is killer, but income is better. Okay, do I have enough? I do. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's fine. The other thing is, for something like this, I might actually just be better off not having the loop. Okay, so we want to do another custom. Finalize. I don't know if this one's going to be outputting nearly as much. Well, okay, money looks bad, don't worry about it. Our net is good, and we've kind of peaked out our industry. We could do more than this, but at this point, it's like slight buffs. I think the main thing is, I don't think I'm going to be able to clear this specific... Wow, that was a decent amount of revenue there. I'm just going to start by depositing money. I cannot. I guess I have to do it in chunks of 1,000 or something. I just don't think I'm going to be able to clear S rank in a reasonable amount of time with the amount of technology that I currently have. And maybe that's fine. I'm very glad that I went back and redid this. I think this system's a little bit more efficient, though it still looks ugly. And obviously, like I said, I could probably add some more to this to speed it up a little bit, but the lack of money is kind of brutal. Especially because I think if I can figure out how to like geo-transform stuff, the real secret is getting these steam vents to be something worthwhile. Because currently I can't use the steam vents for anything, and that's probably my big bottleneck here. Can I pay back the bank? Oh, I paid back some. Not much. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work that off, which... It's rough. I don't know if it's better. My income is better now. It's just that interest is maybe worse than I think. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm not an economics guy. I'm a train guy. I make nice, pretty rails, and then I don't think about the financials. Usually it works itself out, and if it doesn't, well, usually that's a good time for me to stop, which I think I'm gonna call a portent of quitting? Question mark? I don't know. I think this is a good stopping point, at least for now. So let's go back out to the main menu. Visit Overworld. Region will be saved and returned at any time. Oh, that's nice, actually. I like that. Okay, let's take a look at this overmap. So first and foremost thing, leave story mode? No. Just gotta compliment, the music on this game is actually, like, hella banger. Haven't complimented it too much, but it's the kind of soundtrack that I will probably load up and listen to and even search some of these artists so I can listen to them more. Wow, this is a big game. It kind of makes sense. I mean, once you get all of the parts down, this game can be infinitely expanded. And so it's almost kind of more of like a train puzzle game at first. But then if you really want to get into the nitty-gritty, because I believe you can leave the story mode. There's also... Oh, is there nothing but the story mode? Huh. Weird. I was hoping there'd be a sandbox mode at some point, but it looks like that's not in the game yet? Question mark? So what else is there to say about this? I don't have too many more talking points, to be honest. Let's see. So, yeah, namely just this is going to be out on Epic Games Store and Nintendo Switch. I think it's 30 bucks. I'm just gonna drop that number and hope I'm right. It could be less than that, but honestly, it's probably one of the visually highest grade train automation games I've ever seen. But it has a little bit more of that puzzle aspect of it, you know, instead of just dumping you in a large map. It works you up to bigger maps and more complicated resource chains and more demanding objectives. I'm sure I probably could have figured that one out eventually with just some optimization and then, you know, figuring out how to get the water in. It just felt like it was going to be too complicated for me at this general point in time. So, I guess. Now let me double check. Railgrade, is it pre-order on Switch? Yeah, I think I saw it for 30 bucks on Switch. That's why I'm quoting that price. No, 20. I'm wrong. Okay, good. That's a much. I think that's a better price. But I will say you will like one if you're a big trains guy or gal or whatever. If you're big on trains, this is probably going to appeal to you a fair bit, just because more trains is always fun, and I love trains with verticality. I don't think there's been like any mainline train resource chain management games that have really let you stack railways in this manner. Usually you have to just kind of spaghetti around each other, and that's a bit of an annoyance. So, I don't know. And also, once again, great music and decent visuals. And also, if you want to get into the whole, like, you know, down with big corporations, Viva la Resistance, I'm pretty sure this game goes that direction story-wise, which, I don't know, for me, I always like those. Power to the people and whatnot. So, with all of that said, one last thank you to Epic Games for sponsoring this video. It was very kind of you guys. It was a ton of fun to play. I've been looking forward to this one for a while, ever since I tried out the demo, which I think was last year. I think it might have actually been last year for the, well, like one of the first Next Fest or something. I think I actually might have covered this as part of the Wholesome First Demothon, which is kind of fun. But you can also, for this video, if you guys do feel like picking this up through Epic Games, I do actually have a creator code, which I believe is just Wanderbot or Wanderbots. It kicks up an error if you get the wrong one. I can never remember which, but I'm 99% certain it's Wanderbot. I will have a link in the description below if you guys want to pick it up that way. I get like a small cut and barely anything, but it's nice all the same. But beyond that, I guess if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new indie games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.